try that one again. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to record a presentation I'm going to give for about be a 10 or 30 minute presentation. We'll run through some of the background information on the challenges. That's going to be recorded. We'll stop the recording. We're going to ask that everyone who joins webinars from now on watch that recording to get the basic background, and so as they can then come to the webinars with questions based on that, so as we don't cover the same thing over and over and over again. There's a lot of information there. We'll be providing you with links. You'll be able to watch the recording and then and play it back slowly to look at some of the slides as well as to link to our website. So I'm going to start the recording now. Okay, can I get can I become host? Betsy, can you make me host? Okay, so we are recording. Yep, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So you should be seeing the very front page. If not, Betsy or Barbara, let me know if there's a problem with that. So good afternoon. My name is Paul Robinson. I'm the Executive Director of RISE. We are to talk to you this afternoon to run through some important details of our coastal community resilience challenges. This is a recording. It's about 10 or 13 minutes long. Please watch this, take your time to go through it, go through our website too, and it should be the basis for any future questions you may have as you send them to us or join our webinars. You may notice that challenges is plural this year. We have two challenges, one for the rural community and one for the urban community, and we will get to that shortly. But we'll step through here just a little bit of background on the RISE model, what we do and how we do it. We're an economic development organization. We provide support and direction to businesses to grow new and innovative ideas in the coastal community resilience sector. And we'll explain just what that means shortly. And the way that we do this is that we work very closely with the local cities, the local communities, local stakeholders, and identify what their problems are. And with coastal communities, it's largely flooding related, stormwater management, that sort of thing. But the local communities and these people are very good at knowing what their problems are. They don't necessarily know what the solution is. So we characterize the problems, and you'll see this today. And then we put these problems out to our global community, which is where we are right now. We have a number of challenges or problems that are faced by communities in the rural and the urban sectors, and we're now putting these challenges out there looking for solutions. When we find solutions, we will select some companies, some teams, and give them access to real world testing and deployment. You will have the opportunity to build and demonstrate your product. We will help you build your enterprise. We'll provide some business guidance, assistance, and acceleration as you need it. We will also provide you with the all-important catalytic funding to get your company through to the next stage, which is paying customers and or further investment. So as I said, we have two challenges. We have a total of $3 million in funding. I will go through the rural challenge first, and then the urban, then follow up with the urban challenge. We're looking for innovative approaches that could be built into viable businesses. So we want a technical solution as well as a strong, demonstrable business model. And I'm not going to go through all the words on all the slides here, but this states clearly what it is that we're looking for. So it's not just a technical solution, we need to know how you will build a business around what you're proposing. Let's start with the rural community. First of all, there are three main areas of interest here: flood management, protection of buildings and property, water quality management. Please go to our website. Each one of these bullets has several pages of documentation, description behind it, description of the problem, description of what's working, what doesn't work, and what sort of things that we are looking for. I won't go through each one of them, but they're well documented on our website, and we'll give you that link shortly. Eligibility is important for the Rural Challenge. This is what you need to know if you're going to enter. You have to be a business entity. We don't fund individuals, and the project must be completed by June 2023. And if you are selected, you have to register with our State Corporation Commission. You don't have to register to enter, but you need to register to if you are selected as a finalist and to be part of the program. What do you get? Well, we provide you with up to $200,000 in non-equity grant funding. So the money is yours, awarded for your project. We don't take any equity stake or any seat on the board or anything like that. We also offer a number of other services shown here. I'll draw your attention to, we are partnered with the Virginia Institute of Marine Sciences, and they're offering us university R&D assistants and interns if you so wish. But there's a number of these other things that we help you with here, including office space and workspace. Take your time to go through that and ask us any questions. Just recognizing our funders and partners here. The funding comes from Go Virginia, from the Commonwealth of Virginia. We also have three great partners here: the Middle Peninsula Planning District Commission, Sea Grant, which VIMS is part of, the Institute of Marine Science, and the Chesapeake Bay Public Access Authority. We're working with them. This is our website. Please send us questions to that email there, or visit our website. There's plenty of information there. If you want to learn more about the topic area, see if you fit in, and see if this challenge is of interest to you. Our second challenge, a little bit different. It's in the coast for urban coastal communities. Again, we have four major areas here: flood management, protection of buildings, data analytics, and reestablishing the critical utilities. There's a lot of focus, particularly this year after what happened in New Orleans, where New Orleans was protected from the flooding, but its power grid went down for such a long time. So there's a lot of interest there in helping prevent that, or at least mitigate that situation. But again, there's a lot of information on our website. Please read that. Come back to us with questions in our webinar, or send us an email, and we will try and cover that as we can. Eligibility for the urban challenge. Again, you have to be a business. We cannot fund an individual. You have to be a small business, as defined by the SBA. You must be able to deploy, to be eligible for this money, you have to deploy your solution in the Hampton Roads area, which is shown in this map there. We already have 21 companies from our previous challenges working in our area, and they're from all over the place. So that doesn't seem to be a limitation, but that's one of our requirements. And the solution must be prototype stage or later. We often get ideas in as part of the submissions, but we want to fund the demonstration of technically feasible solutions, plus a business plan and a work plan. And the way we're going to do this is the F6S application, same with the Rural Challenge, is fairly broad. Give us your idea. We will then down select from all of these applications And we will ask the finalists to provide us with a more detailed technical plan and a work plan and financial projections. So that we're doing it in a two-step process that avoids people spending too much time and energy on a proposal that may not be accepted. A little bit more description here on what you get. If you're a finalist or a winner in this challenge, you will get up to $300,000 in non-equity grants and or revenue-based loan funding. So it's a little bit different than the rural challenge. For this challenge, we split the funding up into two segments, two pieces, if you will, grants and revenue-based loans. We'll explain that. The split is decided by our judging team and recommended to me as I make the decision, the final decision for each team. In the past, each team's been a little bit different, but they're based on fairly understandable approaches for how we fund various things. Again, we provide you real-world infrastructure. We can also provide university R&D assistance. Interns we have not been asked for, but that could come up if that was of interest, as well as we provide access to all these other things, all these other bullets there, places to work, places to install your solution. Discussing the funding approaches here. Grants, typically they're awarded for the cost of product development and product setup in Hampton Roads. Typically they're a smaller portion of the overall award, and they do not need to be repaid if the goals and the deliverables in the work plan are met. They are reimbursement based, so the winners will provide us with requests for draws up to twice a month, and we pay them back as we go along there. Also, part of the funding will be in the form of a revenue-based loan. Revenue-based loans, very simply, they're different than, say, a bank loan. You only pay back out of your gross revenues. So your success is our success, and you pay us that portion of the funding back. So if you do not get to revenues, or you don't have revenues any month in a particular month, you don't pay us back. And the form and the terms are negotiated with the companies, but we don't take any equity stake or any board seats or anything like that. It's not your traditional bank loan. And the terms are negotiated with the companies. We do not want to hobble the companies with burdensome terms. So we work very closely with the companies in developing the terms there. So please read about that and come back to us with any questions. For both of the challenges, the timeline is as shown here. January 10th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when application submission deadline is. We will take a few weeks and announce finalists and announce them on January 24th. Those finalists will be requested to submit additional documentation that will be required by February 7th. We will shortlist some finalists for pitches, and those pitches will be given March 1st through 11th. End of March, we'll announce the winners, the ones that are going to be funded. We want all of our winners to be under contract by the end of April, and to launch the projects. The projects all have to be completed by June 30th, 2023. So again, take a look at that, understand that. If you have any questions, then please contact us. Just to acknowledge our funders, the funding for the urban challenge comes from Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development, as well as the US Department of Housing and Urban Development. And our partners at Brinc are helping us with our outreach process here. And once again, this is how you get a hold of us with any questions, comments, suggestions. We're also going to be holding webinars weekly. If you want to get on to our list, send your name to that email up there, and you'll be notified when our webinars are. And we will entertain your questions. Now I'm going to turn the recording, stop the sharing and turn the recording off. There we are.